Ghanaians, a lot of people, a lot of Africans were buying into the idea that the world is going to end on Christmas Day. But they will have money, they will sell what they have to do to be on this ark. Places, other countries laugh at us because some of our thinking is so backwards, it's so Neanderthal almost. I'll have followers. I will have followers out of fear because they are scared of what is going to happen to them. It's great morally to believe in something. I believe everybody should believe in something. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, today's video, I want us to talk about the Ghanaian prophet. And I'm sure some of you may know who the Ghanaian prophet is I'm talking about. If you don't know, I'm going to catch up very quickly. So there's a Ghanaian prophet, and he has predicted, or he did predict, that God was going to flood the earth on the 25th of December. And he said he believed that God had told him in order to save the people, he had to build this massive ark, right? This Noah's Ark type thing, right? Exactly like in the Bible. So he had actually got the wood, he'd got carpenters to make these huge arks. I don't actually know where they were located, but I think they were located in different places. But anyway, he created these huge arks, 8 of them, right? And a lot of Ghanaians, a lot of people, a lot of Africans were buying into the idea that the world is going to end on Christmas Day. And so people were preparing to leave and get on the ark because the ark was the only way that they were going to be saved. That's the only way that they were going to be spared of God's wrath. And the rest of us who were not on the ark were going to be flooded and we were all going to die. Basically, God was going to start the world all over again. And so people were buying into this theory. And as it got closer and closer to the 25th, he then retracted what he said and said that God did not give him the year, and that he believes that God has given his people a second chance in order for him to be able to build more boats. Obviously, he's taking donations and things like that. So he believes that God has given him more time to help the people. So he's going to use this time that God has given him to create more arks for people to be able to get on, to save as many people as possible. And he also stated that God did not give him the year, and he was not wrong. But I want you to watch these 2 videos, okay? Because I feel like these videos, let him speak for himself, let's put it that way. So let's watch the videos together.
Prayed. I have fasted, I have donated, and I have built. And through my prayers, I got another vision. And in the vision, when you look at the number of people coming all over the country, all over the world, into the ark, the expansion of the ark couldn't contain them. So I shared my vision to some great men of God who also interceded with me. After the intercession, God has given us some time to build more arks in addition to the 10 that will contain all of us.
Okay, so it wasn't 8 arcs, it was 10 arcs. Somewhere else was like, it was 8 arcs. But anyway, that's irrelevant. So he has a new vision now. So as he said, God gave him a new vision and told him that, he could be allowed more time to create more arks in order to save the people. Okay, obviously this then sparked a lot of controversy because he was so confident in what he's saying. A lot of people had bought into this. And so, he ended up on a talk show, and they wanted to question him as to why he has retracted what he said. And this is the video. Okay.
Not ask anybody. It is 50-50.
That's Mr. Bonoma. You don't trust what you're saying.
The year. The year. I don't have the year. Alice. 25th December. I don't have the year. That's why I am praying.
So anybody all Christians too should pray. God will give them the year. Then
25th December. If God tells me 24th, Bono, it is not this year. Oh, I come in Papa.
This vision, no, has it affected your relationship in a way, or your relationship with people? Or
yes.
Your mental health.
Yes.
How?
Yeah. People are saying I'm mad.
So, as you can see, very interesting, huh? So it's almost like he did a little bit of a moonwalk. You know, he said what he said, and then he did a little bit of a moonwalk. Obviously, a lot of people have bought into this, and it become a big thing. It has become a social media frenzy. And what is so sad about this is obviously he didn't build these arcs of his own sweat and blood, you know, with his own money. He was receiving a lot of donations in order to build the arcs, right? And what was really funny is that he ended up, during the Christmas period, he ended up on stage with Sarkozy, and he had come with this huge background where it was like a flood, right? I don't know whose idea it was to do that, but I saw the video and I was just like, what is happening here? How did this guy get so much fame that he's on stage at Sarkozy's concert and he's got the floods, though, like the floods actually as his background to show what is going to happen to the world if, you know, people don't repent and get on these arcs. And I thought it's crazy. So obviously, as you know, this story is unfolding. He does get arrested. So Ghana police do arrest him. But they had to release him because it turns out that they don't actually have anything on him, right? Because he's a prophet and it's more of a religious matter rather than a criminal matter, even though he's receiving donations. And he also did buy himself a nice Mercedes. So although he's wearing this sackcloth, he's also bought himself a nice Mercedes that he's driving himself around with. That's probably what he even used to drive himself to Sarkozy's concert. That's if he drove himself. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. But it's like, the reason I'm saying this video is relevant is because it ties in nicely with the video that I did about religion. This is a prime example of how our people are suffering. Do you know how many flocks of people packed up their homes in order to get on that ark? It wasn't a joke. There were like trails of people. I remember seeing this one article of this man. He had packed up, he'd left everything behind to be on the ark on Christmas Day. And when he realized that the ark they're not boarding the ark, he sat there with nowhere to go. He has nowhere to go. He's got his luggage around him. He's literally left everything behind. Like, people were buying into it. I'm like, in this day and age, like, why do you follow someone so blindly? And I'm not saying it means that, oh, you shouldn't believe in anything. You shouldn't believe in God. I'm not saying that. But you're following someone that, I don't know. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't really know his background. I don't know where he came from to have this huge following. But the fact that people have bought so well into his story and actually packed up and just followed him in masses. And even after this has transpired that, you know, he's not saying he was wrong. He's just saying that he didn't have the year that, you know, God had told him that this was going to happen. And maybe it's next year, maybe it's 5 years' time, 10 years' time. Nobody really knows. Like, people are still blindly following him. People are still wanting to be on this ark. It just shows the position that we as Africans, where we are at. Because honestly, when I saw the line of people, I didn't see no white people in that line, honestly speaking. I saw a lot of Africans lining up to be in that boat. Like, how have we got to this place where this is what we're buying into? Like, this is what we're buying into. And I know, even though we saw this line of people that were trying to get onto the boat, I know there were some people that were still 50-50, like, should I, shouldn't I? Like, indoctrination, right, is such a strong thing because it's the fear of what might happen that makes us do it more than, I would say, even the love for a lot of people. And I'm not saying that everybody that believes in some type of God, whoever God is to them, right, that they do it out of fear. I'm not saying that. Some people do it out of love, and then that, like, I believe in God, I really do. But for something like this, I personally would not follow it because God also didn't tell me. I believe if God is going to tell you as strongly as he's going to tell you, I believe he's also going to tell me. I believe I'll have some type of pull for that. And I mean, I know I'm trying not to go into the religion side of it too much, right? Because I don't think that this is the place for that, because we could sit here and we could debate all day and the comments will just go back and forth and there's no point. So I'm just trying to stick to this story in particular and how it has affected our people. The fact is that many people were 50-50, but not because of their love for God, but because of the fear that they have, the indoctrination that has happened amongst the people, where they feel like, if I don't do this, if I am not obedient to this, even if I haven't heard from God myself, I don't want to die. So I'm going to follow this guy, and I'm going to get onto this ark. I'm going to be one of these people. People have sold their things. People have donated. People have, like, you know, we always say that, oh, Africa is poor. Africans don't have money. I always say a lot of Africa, there is poverty. There is poverty. I'm not saying there's no poverty. But a lot of people, when they talk about poverty, it's because they want to use the money for what they want to use the money for, right? They will find a way to get money to be on this ark. But if you ask them for money to start a business, they don't have it. They don't have money for certain things that we would consider that are sensible, but they will have money, they will sell what they have to do to be on this ark. Like, how do the two things weigh up? Like, people are really perishing. Like, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Like, honestly speaking, like, is there ever a truer statement than this? Like, we have to wake up. Like, this can't be what we are following. It's of us to follow sensible things that is going to create a better lifestyle for us and for our families and for our generation and for our country and for, you know, for our people. We are following such nonsense. Now, I'm calling it nonsense. Okay, maybe you've also bought into it, and maybe you believe that, you know, in whichever year, he doesn't have the year, maybe you two have prayed and you know what year it is. I don't know if you've prayed and put the year. Put the year in the comment section so all of us can see and we can think about it. But it's like, so many of these stories, he's not the only one. We have seen stories of this before. I can't remember. There was one some months back where someone was saying that it was going to be the end of the world. A lot of people were also buying into that story. It's like, how are we at this stage where we buy into these things so easily, but we can't buy into things that are going to enrich our lives? Like, how is this happening? It's a struggle. This is why a lot of other places, other countries laugh at us, because some of our thinking is so backwards, it's so Neanderthal almost, that it's like we can be taken advantage of, right? It's like how they came and the white people were able to enslave us. This is part of the problem. It hasn't gone away. It hasn't gone away. Because if tomorrow I want to start a campaign and say that, listen, this is what God has told me, this is what I believe is going to happen, if you people don't follow me, we'll betide you, right? If I was to start something like that, I guarantee you I'll have followers. I will have followers out of fear because they are scared of what is going to happen to them if they don't follow. And this is how it happens. This is how slavery happened. This is how colonization happened. So easily people are able to penetrate. Like, we need to wake up. Like, stuff like this is not acceptable. Yes, it wasn't a criminal offense, so he can't be arrested. But we have to have... Like, I don't even know what the best way is to control things like this. Like, if you know a way to control things like this, let me know, because honestly, people have free will and they are free to follow him, even up to today. Even if his theory is proved as wrong, God himself comes down and says, this guy's a liar. Some people will still follow what this guy says. It's free will. He can say whatever he wants. He has a following. Many people who even run scams that's got nothing to do with religion have a following because of whatever. There have been many, many examples all throughout the year. We can see examples of people who have great followings into teachings that are just ridiculous and unfounded and whatever. So we can't necessarily stop it. But how do we stop the naivety around why some of these things exist? And this is why I feel like some of these issues need to be spoken about. It's not to insult people. If you believe in something, I'm not saying don't believe in it. Believe in it, because I feel like for some of the in some part, it's great morally to believe in something. I believe everybody should believe in something. Me personally, that's what I believe. I believe everybody should believe in something because it helps with your moral compass, right? But for me, there is a line, like, come on now, I don't know. But anyway, these 10 arcs have been built. I don't exactly know where they're sitting, but I'm like, I wonder what's going to happen with them. And I'm interested to see how this story is going to unfold next year, or maybe the year after that, or what's going to happen and how people are still going to be following this story. But anyway, let me know what you think about the video, what I've said. Let me know what you think about this particular story. If you have anything to add, put it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. We have so many angles that we can take this from, but let's talk about it in the comment section, okay? Right, so that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Right, if you'd like to do a one-to-one consultation with me, send me an email to dela@mortodela.com. Also, if you're interested in renting out one of my apartments, I have 2 one-bedroom apartments that are available for rent. So if you're coming to Ghana and you would like a soft landing, somewhere nice, safe and secure, then send me an email to the same email address, dela@mortodela.com. Also, my products, Fafa by Dela, my skincare range, my whipped shea butter is available for sale. Send me an email, or you can check out my website, Dela. Why do I never know this website offhand? I've got my email address in my head so well, so down pat that I can't remember my website. My website is mortodela.com. You can go on there and you can also see my products on there too, okay? Or you can follow my Instagram page, Fafa by Dela, and you'll see the products on there. But anyway, that's where I'm going to end the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section and we'll talk about it some more. I'd love to hear what you think, okay? If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, I am out. Nutifafa.